this isn't a picture. I was like, oh no, why am I taking a picture? Hey Teela Jammers, how are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm doing a video. So I want to talk about...
She's a banana bitch.
I'm going to be talking about the subject of what does saying no really mean. We talked about personality in the last video. Now this video is themed around self-love. And I think a lot of the time where it comes to boundaries, where it comes to self-respect, where it comes down to truth, it actually covers a lot of areas. So, you know, you could say boundaries is a confidence thing. It's about trusting yourself to know what to stop, what to allow. Same thing with self-respect. If we are trusting of what we need and what we want and what we acquire, and what we don't need to acquire, like what we, you know, I think I did a video called That's Not My Stuff. You know, what we just, you know, can push aside. It's very much in line with personality. You know, we have to actually know who we are so that we can stand up rightly for ourselves. And lastly, you know, honouring your truth. This is very much personality led. If you know who you are, if you know who you've been even, it is very much in line with that, with saying, you know what, I've been through the fire, I've been through the grey clouds, I am standing in the rain and honouring my truth and my growth and my healing. And, you know, a lot of people don't always come out the other side, but a lot of people do. And a lot of people understand, you know, what that means in line with, you know, who we are as people, as a people. So let's really think about the word no. So when I think about the word no, I am doing, as you know, consultancies in health and wellness. So I support a company that runs products or supplements that support people with their health and their wellness. And it's very much in line with, yes, you okay? It's very much in line with helping people to, you know, stay in tune with loving their minds, loving their bodies, understanding how their body functions, because there's very many different supplements. So when I think of the word no, no is very much something that I come across in line with my work. And no could mean many things. No, I don't have enough money. No, I don't have enough time. I'm run off my feet with my 9 to 5. No, I'm not interested because, you know, I've already got everything I need. No, you know, this isn't something, you know, I would usually do because I've heard about these kind of things. So as you can hear, a lot of no's. But I would also say, in line with what I do for my business, I don't sell the product. So that's one thing I always state to people. So, you know, anyone that says, you know, I don't have time, I don't have the money, it's not something I'm interested in, I'm very much quick to say, well, you know, it's not something that I'm selling to you. I'm actually just promoting our products and letting you know, kind of this is what we do, and if it's something that you want to touch base with and understand more about, then I'm happy to you know, follow up with you. But I think a lot of the things that people come out with is very much excuse based. It's an excuse to say, you know, I don't have the capacity to let go of what's really going on. So someone can say, you know, oh, I don't have enough time, or I don't have enough money. But the reality is, okay, well, why don't you make time for your health? Why don't you, you know, take ownership of your finances? If you are having health issues, why would you not consider reviewing what you can do to make your health issues not go away, but to to really look for a way to support yourself better. So very much, what people say are excuse based, and that's not like a beat down. Like, I'm not being hard on anybody, because I was actually in the same boat 3 years ago, looking at my health, thinking, I'm HIV positive, I'm on medication, I've got my mental health, but I wasn't actually thinking about the excuses that I kept on making in line with telling myself no. I think I've mentioned before that I used to be very codependent. So my excuses were very much founded upon the fact that I needed validation and assurance from others. I needed to be certain that someone else would be okay with what I'm doing. And, I was not myself. I was always somebody else's kind of like pet or project or playing a role. I was never in the driving seat. And I think a lot of the time when we say no to ourselves, it's because we're saying yes to somebody else. We're saying, yes, I won't do that, I'll push that back, I'll do for you, I'll do for you, I'll do for you. And so stepping back into what I touched base on earlier, having those boundaries, having those kind of guiding steps to how you want to be seen, or not necessarily want to be seen, but how you assert yourself in line with where you feel people need to see you, is how we start saying yes to ourselves and understanding what saying no. Yeah, it's a team. What no really means. A lot of the time, saying no really means you're just not ready, and that to me is a better excuse. But it's a better way. Do you want to get down? No? Okay. All right. Saying no, I'm not ready, is a better way to assert your boundary. Like, do you know what? Like, this is a bit too much for me. I have got a lot on. Sorry, 1 second. So saying to yourself, I'm not ready, I need to focus on ABC, is a more honest and more authentic way of being real about the situation. Sometimes a not yet is better than a no. Because what we're seeing now, especially in this day and age, is a lot of people are doing things in haste, rushing to get married, rushing to go on holiday, rushing to pursue a job, and then they're finding they're displaced because they've not really felt the situation for what it is. They've not really taken an understanding of, okay, is this what I truly want? So a not yet, I mean, I'm not saying that you should procrastinate, but I think a lot of the time, if we do make decisions, like I was talking to you in the last couple of weeks about, when we make decisions in haste, please stop. We don't allow ourselves time to vacate from that mind that says, I want. It's that kind of ego that kind of gears us into, paradigms or belief settings that actually are negative. I think when we, look at our no's that we say, they're rooted in, certain paradigms from trauma or, really negative experiences that we have yet to address. And really experience in a way that says, I can confront this and address this in a healthy way. And that comes into self-respect as well. So, saying no has its positives when you are looking to show yourself self-respect, and that's definitely not for me. That's a humbling experience to be like, and have that pushback. But I think also what it really means as well is it means that you are certain of your true destiny. You're certain of your true needs, and where it comes to anything that you value. So for me, being a parent, being a mother that is rooted in bettering herself, assuring that decisions that she makes are supportive of the development and the healthy mindset, the emotional intelligence and growth of my children, because we're growing in different times. I was born in the 90s. My two were born in these kind of times, and it's very technological. So when I'm showing myself self-respect, I'm helping them to also navigate self-respect in this realm of technology, and that also comes into honoring our truths. Saying no really means that we understand who we naturally are. And so, like, even this topic area of self-love, a lot of people feel like saying no could be too harsh, and we should always be ready to say yes. I don't know how many movies there are about people saying yes, and people going for a quick chapel marriage, or like even these programs about like Love Island and Are You the One. Like, you're saying yes to these people you don't really know, and I've seen a lot of people say, oh, it's just a game, and there are games in life that we play, but I think when it comes to love, where it comes to really assuring that you yourself are asserting who you are, which is your trueness, your authenticity, your genuine values for yourself, where it comes to being honest and truthful about who you are as a person, we have to start saying no to certain things, because it could come to a situation where we're saying yes and we're not actually being true to who we are. We are very much in line with, like I said before, in terms of boundaries, we are very much navigating from a place where we're just letting everyone in and not really saying, yes to ourselves. We're saying it's the backwards, it's the opposite. We're saying no to ourselves and saying yes to others. So my kids are very loud. So when we are looking at what no really means in any context, it's not just these elements of boundaries and respect and truth. There's other elements like, dealing with trauma, addressing what has hurt you in the past, confronting people that want to falsify, situations in life, because we do have momentarily, situations that make us feel that things aren't what they say they are. There's a lot of situations where I've been gaslit, a lot of situations where I felt like, is this real? We can be in denial about our existence, our reality. And I talked about my psychosis when I just had my baby, my son. So there's situations where saying no to medication, saying no to therapy, even saying no to loads of people, loads of chefs in the kitchen, because we essentially know that the growth and healing that we need to do is the focus. It's not the trauma that we've been through. It's not the people that want to make a certain reality or a certain narrative play. I don't know how many people I've seen on the news, the black on black, situations with, black men and black women, or even police brutality. A lot of the time, I'm telling my son and even my daughter, they're really young right now, but there is a lot of situations out there that could grow into very, very toxic situations for them as they grow up and they experience the world. And if I'm saying no to them, no, you cannot do that, no, you shouldn't do that, no, you must do that, no, you need to do that, it's very much in line with me creating a paradigm for them, and allowing them to grow in a way that says, okay, this is my assurance, this is my mantra, and this is my, my narrative that I support. Because a lot of people can place narratives on you that you then start playing a villain in their lives, and you don't have any intention to do that, especially if you're living in a love-centered way. If you go out there all loving and all free, and then someone locks you into a situation where you just feel like this is not real, and then you start to feel as though, like, what are you doing here? It can be actually quite toxic. So Isaac, shh. So it's essential that, yes, darling, I'm coming off. I'm gonna come off soon. So it's essential that we live in alignment. Isaac, shh. It's essential that we live in alignment with knowing what our no really means. Whether it's holding our boundaries dear to us and saying no to others, or showing ourselves, self-respect and honoring our truth and saying, no in respect of what we, value the most. So I'm going to love and leave you with that. Please, get in the comments and let me know what you define no in line with, how you love yourself and how you show yourself self-love. But please do remember to choose what you love and love with you. Love with you. Choose what you love and love what you choose.